The following feature presentation is part of the All for Sci-Fi Podcast Network.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
It's not for
If you only knew the power of the dark side, Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
No, I am your father.
And your mother.
I'll be back.
Yes, you will. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Hey, don't talk like that.
It's a trap!
It's a trap, always, Captain Christopher.
The needs of the many outweigh
The needs of the few.
The deep
or the one.
Do
Ooh,
or do not.
or do not.
There is no try.
There is only try.
Live long
And long
and prosper.
and prosper. All you Trekkies
Get
out
away
there.
from her, you bitch!
Hey, this is a PG show.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Take it away.
Goodbye.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Stop saying that!
Keep saying it over and over.
I see dead people.
Captain Richter.
So what?
I
You said that.
Why so serious?
It's time for all for
I volunteer! I volunteer as tribute.
What I do is not up to you.
Chewie. We're home.
I'm one with the force is with me. I'm one with the force and the force is with me.
I am one with the Force. Is the Force with you?
I'm one with the force and the force is with me.
I am one with the Force. May the Force always be with you. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the All for Sci-Fi Weekly Podcast, or webcast. I'm Eric Walker, and sitting next to me is always...
Captain Rickster, Trickster, and never call me late for food.
Yes, we all know that, Captain Trickster.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Love to eat. Oh, that's
Really?
That's gluttony.
Really? Man, I could show you pictures, and you'll go, wow, how does he stay that thin? Well,
That's true.
he was a toothpick when he was younger. He's a lucky man.
That's right.
Well, I mean, we have an interesting show this week. It's only one show. Do we have anything else we could talk about? Let's talk about next month, Rebel Scum Con,
Oh, yes.
put on by the folks at Rebel Scum and Order 66 Toys. It's going to be a great convention. It's in Dallas, June 27th through the 30th.
Mm-hmm.
It has over 40 Star Wars actors from all over the Star Wars universe, including myself, Mr. Mace Tawani, Star Wars First Mace.
That's true.
Sorry, Sam Jackson. And of course, it has a lot of Ewoks there. Kevin Thompson's going to be there.
Yay.
Some other Ewoks. So it's going to be a chance to get multiple signed things. You can get a picture of Chukatrak and myself, that death scene in Caravan of Courage. We both could sign it. Nikki Patello is going to be there. Teak as well. So a lot of, Star Wars Vintage, I think they're calling us, is going to be there. And not just that, but a lot of, we're the OGs, but the new Gs are going to be there. And I think that's really cool. Like Daniel Romero and what was Roy Ross.
Yes. Where else is gonna be there?
And a lot of people from The Mandalorian, from the Book of Boba Fett. What was the other one? Oh, a lot of people from all over the Star Wars universe. Jeez, I can't think today. I must be thinking about. Captain Rickster must be rubbing off on me.
That's true.
my
I'll always
goodness.
do on Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's going to be a really great event. And next week we're going to have a special guest. Robbie Robertson from Order 66 Toys is going to come on our show next week in Dallas, and he's going to talk about Rebel Scum Con. So I believe there's going to be a lot of opportunities for people that maybe can't make the show, but we'll let him talk about all that stuff next week. Any sci-fi news? Am I boring you, Captain Rickster? Am I
Oh, yeah. Are you bored? Bored? What?
Am I boring you so much you're going to sleep on the show?
Well, this is new. I always go to sleep on the show.
Oh,
that never changes.
That's true. Yeah. Hey, Dante's here. Hey, Dante, what's up?
Hey, Dante. Oh, by the way, Dante, I got those 2 other Godzilla movies I needed. Thank you.
You're awesome, Dante. Now I got to move my mic. Yeah, I mean, anything sci-fi coming out next month? We have the Arcalite coming June 4th.
Right?
2-episode premiere of the Arcalite, which is going to be cool.
I'm trying to think of any movies coming out in sci-fi next month.
I'm sure there's a lot. We need to take better show notes.
Yes.
Sorry about that, guys. But this week we're going to talk about Star Trek Discovery Season 5, Episode 8, Labyrinths, as Captain Rickster calls it, Labyrinths.
Get right. Labyrinths.
I was trying to write down the name of the show, and he goes, Labyrinths. It's Labyrinths.
Oh, well, I like Labyrinths better.
And Captain Rickster, you need some pasta to wake you up.
Oh, yeah. Definitely
from Dante.
Pasta. Yes. I
Since
need
he's
some
Italian.
Dante's pasta. Yes.
Yes, you do.
Can't wait to have some.
Well, let's talk about Star Trek Discovery, okay? Episode 5, Season 8, not Labyrinths. It's a Labyrinths. And well, let's give the rating. As you know, at All for Sci-Fi, the rating system is 0 to 5 stars, 5 stars being the best. If it's 3 stars or less, we don't recommend you streaming it. This was a good week as well.
It was a good week.
It had some very emotional stuff, some action stuff. Again, another filler before we get in. It had a little bit of action, some good special effects.
It had some action. In
it was overall really good. I'm going to give it the official All for Sci-Fi rating. It's going to be 4.75 stars. What do you give it, Captain Rickster?
I'm going to give it the same.
You know what that means?
No, you can't hit me.
I know you're too far away from me
Yay!
now. Yay! This year we said we were going to get violent. Well, that's a good thing. What shirt are you wearing today?
I am wearing Star Wars.
Vintage
Star Wars.
Star Wars A New Hope.
Yep.
And I'm wearing an Order 66 Toys.
Ooh, sounds good.
Yeah, it looks good. Can't wait to see Bobby. I can't wait to see Josh.
Oh, yeah, can't wait to see
all the guys
all
there.
guys,
Jeff,
yes.
Kentucky. It's going to be fun. They have a new girl that works there named Erica.
Oh, okay.
And my name's Eric.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. That name gets around.
I can't wait. I can't wait until Tuesday.
Well, that's right. We didn't announce it, but Tuesday we're going to go to Disneyland.
Yep.
Of course, Mike's coming, but the reason is because it's the birthday of a close friend named Shamim, and Shamim is the autograph king, right? And he's just a special person. He's, I don't think that guy ever has one bad bone in his body.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, he's just a special guy. And the one thing I like about Shamim the most is he's like a connector. It's like he's always trying to help people out.
That's true.
Hey, you know what? You should get together, and you should get together, and he puts them together. He's like, it's like that book, The Tipping Point. If you ever read it, go read The Tipping Point, and you'll know what a connector is. So, is Howie going to be there? I figured out we're going to chat about Howie. I don't know if he's going to be there or not. I'd have to look online. I know there's so many people. I can't name them all. Just some of the ones I know more directly. But I think Howie's going to. No, Howie's not going to be there.
Not going to be there. No, he had something else.
Yeah, he had another show booked. So Howie will not be there. But a lot of the people that were up at the New Hampshire show will be there. Howie will not. Yeah, and also, what was that guy's name that was there from the Book of Boba Fett? He played Obi-Wan Kenobi. I can't remember his name right now.
He's going to be there. No, he's not.
He's not going to be there because he's working on a new Star Wars project
that
we can't talk about
yet.
Yeah. Wink, wink. So he actually was going to be there. You're right,
Right,
Captain
he
Rickster.
was.
He signed to do it,
Mm-hmm.
but then he has to work on a untitled
Special
something
project.
with I didn't say it here. I just did, didn't I?
Yes, he did. He did.
Yeah, bad boy. Well, everybody knows they're making the movies. It's in the trades. So
Yeah,
that's
definitely
but
in the trades.
we just can't talk about. We can talk about that we're making them, but we can't talk. We have a non-disclosure when you're making them.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, Buddy Mix is here, and thanks for pointing out that I just did.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to say we're going to exchange info, then get a little photo shoot. Everyone did. Okay. All right. Well, we'll figure it out, Dante. We'll talk to you after the podcast sometime. You and I chat all the time as well. Okay, so let's get into this. Let's get into Star Trek Discovery, episode 5. No, season 5. Captain Rickster again.
Yeah.
He's rubbing off on me.
That's definitely true.
Season 5, episode 8.
That's it.
Labyrinths. Labyrinth. Or that was how he pronunciates it.
No, I call it Leviathan the first time.
Leviathan. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
It was even worse than what I said. I was trying to clean it up.
Yeah,
Captain Rickster.
I was telling the truth.
Well, that's good. Okay, let's get into the episode, right? Okay, so they finally made it to the coordinates where the archives are stored, and it's really interesting this episode because they did the homing beacon from the thing they had to so that it would hail them. And everybody's allowed to go. Any species is allowed to go into this. Really, it's not the Federation. I don't know if it's the Federation archives.
No,
I think it is, but it's an archive of every race, every species in a known universe, and are allowed to give something to the archive so they can keep it forever.
Yeah,
which is interesting. And they had this for the last century. It's been inside this plasma storm area where it's not, you got to go through the plasma storm and it's in the middle of it where it's quiet. It's quite a facility. And Discovery was the first person that made it there out of the, not the Breen. And of course, the Breen is hot on their tails.
Oh, yes.
And they're trying to get this technology. It's the progenitor's technology. And apparently it's so powerful, it creates life itself. It could take life. It's kind of like the Genesis effect, but even more powerful, like
a lot more powerful,
way more powerful. So they believe that these beings probably created everything. It's like they're gods. So, and they made it there. And then she brought Book with him because the lady said, can you bring, there was his species. He's the last known person of his species to be alive, which is pretty sad.
Yeah, I know.
And they said, well, we have something from his planet, and we'd like him to tell us what it is. We don't know what it is. It's somebody put it in the archive from his planet, and he's the only living person of that species that is almost extinct. So Book goes with Captain Michael Burnham. They transport in there. They go into separate rooms that they made for them. And she starts looking at that doctor or whatever who created all this.
Yep.
And she finds something and touches it, and she knocks out, basically. It puts her in this mindscape, which is pretty incredible. And then it goes back and forth between what Book is doing. Book's in his room, and she hands him this object, and it's like it's wood from his planet, and inside it looks like a seed, but inside its planet it has like a seed, like part of the tree. And he starts breaking down, crying because his planet doesn't exist anymore. And she says, well, the rule is, since you're that species, you could take it with you if you want. So I don't know. Did he take it with him?
No,
he acted like he was going to.
But until when Berman got knocked out or whatever happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. Something happened. He found her, and then they came over there, and the doctor from Discovery found out what was going on and said, I can't break this because it's in her brain. And when she goes into then it goes to her in the mindscape, and it's Book, but it's really that doctor.
Right.
And he gave her the most familiar thing in her mind, the most person to be comfortable with, and it was Book again. So if you've been watching Star Trek Discovery, they've had this on again, off again relationship as well. It's off right now. So
she wants it back on, but
well, that was the most comforting thing in her mind. So it made Book interesting. So so she has to do this test. She goes through this test. She finally gives up and says, I'm sorry. And she starts talking about her life and how, just real dramatic stuff. And it's very dramatic. She's crying. And that was the test to see because they won't give the technology to people unless they could receive it and not do harm with it.
Right.
That was the test from all these different doctors that hit it 800 years ago or something like that. And she passed it because they know that it'll be safe with her.
Right.
But now we have the Breen, and then the Breen are trying to tunnel in, and they finally got there, and it's they're trying to tunnel in and break through, and a couple of them break through, and it's really good. It's a great episode. I could go on and on and on and on. What was your favorite part? Your favorite scene or part of this episode?
I like it when what's her Mock? Is her name Mock? The lady?
Yes.
I like where she killed her Sion's or Locke's uncle. He deserved it.
Yes, the bad uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that was a pretty good scene.
Yes,
how
that was good.
And she took over and took charge of it and everything like that. Yeah, that was right at the end.
Right at the end.
That was a pretty good episode. She's really a survivor, isn't she?
Oh yes, she is.
And she's Book's sister. But I guess that's his adopted sister or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
So he hears about her and he's trying to help her and not do this, but she fell in love with a Breen. So go figure. Let me think about what my favorite episode was. Not favorite episode, favorite scene. I'm trying to think. I mean, I really liked the archivist. I liked how she was interacting in the beginning. I like if you don't listen and do everything I say, it's like we're gonna kill you, type of thing. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was like it shocked him. What, really?
What?
So that was my favorite part. Hey guys, I encourage you to go watch Star Trek Discovery. It's their last season. This is season 5.
Yep.
I don't know how many episodes they have. Usually they have 16. They have more than most shows. So hopefully they do at least 15 or 16 episodes, which means this season's incredible, guys. It's the best season of Star Trek Discovery. And Captain Rickster, he might wake up before we end the show.
That's not what I was doing. I was ready to sneeze.
Oh, okay. Well, Buddy says we're making his eyes itch.
Yeah, I know. What can I say?
Whatever. Okay, we're gonna have a lot of fun. I just found out that tomorrow is Shamim's birthday party.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to be going there. I thought it was the week Sunday afterwards, but he just texted me. So, buddy, that's tomorrow, by the way. So that's going to be fun. Anyway, and we're going to have a great time at Disneyland on Tuesday. So,
oh yes,
we've got a lot of things to do, and we thank you guys for all. We always say at All for Sci-Fi before we close our show, go out and do one act of kindness. It makes the world a better place, and they may pay it forward too. They may, by doing that, they may witness something. And doing one act of kindness doesn't mean you have to donate to charity, or it could be something simple. You could call a friend you haven't talked to since high school, or you could talk. You could help a old lady to carry groceries to her car. It could be anything. Do one act of kindness this week, and remember, the Force is with us always. Live long and prosper.
Have a good weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Come back next week. We're going to have a lot more exciting stuff to do.
More Star Trek for sure.
Yeah, definitely Star Trek. And we'll have more stuff on Disneyland and all the fun we had. So,
and hopefully, there might be a couple sci-fi shows that are out right now. We're going to check it, and we might be reviewing something else as well. But either way, stay safe, everybody.
The The following feature presentation is part of the All for Sci-Fi Podcast Network.